Sounds good.
9Z with that 22-20 double overtime victory against PLANO in the map pick of the Brazilian squad. Now move to their own map pick. It is Overpass, Boggs, and Pineapple Phillips on the call. JNZ observing for this next map. It's dual Berettas for KNG, kit for Lub, so they will have both the dualies and the kit. I like both. I like dualies. I like diffuse kits. I am happy with that. P250 Raid Boss for DGT. The dualies up close and personal. Buddha with the first win. KNG needs two. He's got two, and he's got help as well. Pia finds Max, and that's the double man advantage, as a matter of fact, for PLANO. David could get caught out here, but he does the catching instead. Dink in the follow-up. DGT tapping a long range. Duel into heaven onto Lub, the P250. That's what it's good for. That's why you want it on the T side. Duels like that. And he might just catch a Lub out guard either. Oh, never mind. Lub does the catching, and David has to 1v3 this.
No bomb, no less. Seems near possible, but he's up to the task. He finds the first.
He knows.
Dually super soldiers here, but KNG's mortally wounded. He can't bleed, and David beheads him. That is a massive second to find, and this makes it all the more doable. Lub does have the kit, but that means he has no Kevlar either. He's going to have to get a clean USP headshot if he wants to win this one. And the squeaky door might betray his press on the flank. David has slowly made his way to the site, and he might just take down the Goliath in a 1v3. Lub, no idea. The bomb plant sound will give it away now, and he'll race forward. David is going to clear out the CT flank. He's going to clear out the CT push. This is so good.
But
David
it's not planted for him.
And there's a kit. Yeah, that's a very good point.
And a smoke. It's the ninja setup.
Glock, though, can four-shot him at close range. Smoke goes down. Doesn't hear the tap. He's running forward. He's going to spam. Timing's everything here. Spamming with the Glock. The Glock is a king up close. And David just redirects the spam to the head. That is a 1v3, and that is a sensational start for 9Z. There's no slow start here. It's just a quick one out the gates for the T side on their map pick.
A very fast start and what appears to be a technical pause here after round number 1. And David, who had a very, very slow map 1, just pops off massively for 9Z. 4 kills plus the round. Just what a good individual performance. A good step up from David, because you want to see David just pop off for the team of 9Z. He's not a bad player for him. He's one of their better ones, and you want to see him have a good performance. Overpass looking a little more comfortable. That tech pause is done and dusted. We can get back into the action. PLANO going to force. They forced back on half number 2 of Overpass. And they're going to do it again here. Pidia should have something dropped for him. Pistol of sorts. A deagle. It'll be a deagle. KNG with a USP. Saving for the... Oh, no, he's got a scout. He's also saving for the op, as he'll have... Never mind, he's going to buy armor. So he's not going to save too much for the op. He's going to have $800 in the bank. Still might be fine if he gets a couple of kills. Descenti needs 1. He gets lucky, but he can't get the kill. Needs to capitalize on that opening duel.
And a very big opportunity. The player didn't respond immediately. The 1 dig required, but not delivered. As a big opening for 9Z. Again, they looked slow on map number 1. You mentioned it. They were kind of absent as well, even at the end of map number 1. We were worried to see if the individuals would deliver. It's a good sign that David is starting out strong.
The nade from Max is a nade stack towards Monster. Lub's going to eat that down to 17 HP. He's one of the players with an upgraded weapon, an automatic weapon at that. He's got the MP9, and he probably won't have that for too much longer. Maybe best to serve that off to SHZ and use the deagle instead. Let somebody with more health go aggressive with the MP9, try and take a fight. A rotation from 9Z, though, as they group up towards lane. Flashbang from KNG does nothing but stall them just momentarily as the smokes are getting set up. It's a B stack from PLANO. And 9Z just looking to mop things up and go up 2-0.
Playing it slow and calculated as they should against pistols. They know it's a force buy. It has been force buys in round number 2 throughout this series. They're going to be greeted by an empty bomb site. PLANO going to give away the round and save the Kevlar and the pistols to make round 3 scary. I respect the call. Might as well bring these into the following as well. No reason not to.
Every reason to bring it into the next round.
Yeah. It'll be... I want to call it a bonus for 9Z. That's still against the save. It will be at least a save with teeth for PLANO.
Yeah, they'll have the armor, they'll have the deagle, they'll have the scout, the MP9. It'll be another basically force buy round for them and another chance to try and go. I do like what... No, go ahead.
I say respect the call, but
Yeah.
it's just we had one of these before as well. I think map number 1, it made much less sense because it was all the pistols saving. Remember
yeah, it
that?
was just pistols, no armor, round 3.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
Because they got 4 kills on round number 2 with this kind of a buy.
Yeah. It's a fair point. But 2 Deagles, Scout, MP9. Descenti's going to invest into Kevlar and he'll get dropped to P250. Very scary, 9Z. Have to play this round just as measured as they did the one prior, or it could come out from under them very quickly.
Very quickly. I mean, 9Z, though, on the T side of Overpass, able to stack some rounds on the board early. It's always a good sign. If they get 7+ rounds, I feel like... Oh, that's ugly.
Scary.
That's even
Quite
uglier.
Scrappy, yeah. P9 does damage, doesn't get the kill, though. Try, doubles down. Lots of damage taken, but you know what? For the time being, it's flawless, and they find 2 kills. It was a bad situation. Caught in timing, but works out. David, timing. Speaking of flank, oh, timing couldn't be better for him. Nice flick around. I'm not sure why it was so quick, but he was perfectly done on it. Expertly executed. PDI and KNG, the last 2. Scout and Deagle, less so inclined to save in this one, but they could still do so, theoretically. PDI finds 1, won't get away. He'll do lots of damage, though, before falling. He's just KNG. He has some squishy targets ahead of him. Can he hit them through the smoke? That's the question.
Buddha's crept on by. The bomb going monster side. Buddha going back, shows through. Easy kill for KNG. That's free. Max will group up with his teammates. It's a good decision. You could also grab that Galil dropped by Buddha. DGT exposed. Max upgrades. They don't need to peek KNG. They shouldn't peek KNG. And Max will actually peek KNG, who elects to fade away. Would not be a bad idea for him to save the Kevlar, honestly, just because it would allow for extra money in the bank. With that op being purchased, it's a lot of money. If he gets this kill, though, it'd be nice. He goes for the double scope, and he takes too long. Ooh. Now he gets that one onto David. Eats the nade, but I think that's a parting gift well worth fighting for. Now it should be a save call for him. Just if somebody peeks into him, cool. If not, he's not really going to over-aggress, not going to take a fight intentionally. But wait, where's Max? Oh.
Flicking around. He's going to get the kill.
He's made noise.
Yeah. He's dead to rights here. No chance in the world. It would have made sense, honestly, to me, for him to jump out after the bomb goes off and try to grab the Galil. It's also theoretically safe because no one's sticking around. That would have been a cool heads-up plan. I don't think he would have had time. It would have been cool to see.
And he was very low on health, so he had to stay very far away from the bomb. I don't think he'd get out of heaven.
Yeah.
But it would be a good idea if he had a little more health. If he had 50+.
Yeah. Sit closer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hindsight and also a lack of HP. It's going to be rifles across the board, though, for PLANO. They have the op on KNG to spend all of his money to get it. There is no kit for this CT side box.
And 2 players could have afforded it if they did not buy helmets. Nade stack doesn't do the damage. Try has the op. But that lack of a kit is going to be something to keep an eye on here. Especially in a pretty critical early CT round for PLANO. And if we look at their 1 map played against 0-0, or they played it 3 times. Their CT side is not great, Nate. 47.7% win rate on Overpass CT sides.
It's an ideal. Still recoverable. What's their T side? I want to know now.
No, you don't.
Probably worse, yeah. Exactly.
29.3.
Oh. So I'm expecting at least 9, if not 10, if they want a shot in the second half. Good flash, but only good for 1. Everybody was dead to rights. Still, Buddha holds it down. Buddha doubles down even. Love and SHZ, 2 heavy hitters for map number 1, dismantled here early in the take towards B on map number 2. Try holding with the op, a niche angle and a niche shot. Bidiot taken down. KNG will make his positioning known with the kill onto 1, but still, they have to dig themselves out of this hole. 2 versus 3. Descending tries to get the kill on the cross, but to no avail. DGT covers his teammate, and it leaves just KNG. It is the Opera's playground, but can he play with his food? Only 1 to be found. It's Try with the trade, and 9Z continue their streak. 4 rounds won now, and that is a remarkable start that couldn't be more different from map number 1.
But conversely, you could say PLANO did the same thing to start off map 1, and look how it worked out for them. we can flip that around. But
I don't think
it seems like 9Z are feeling comfortable now.
It's
not
comfortable, and I want to highlight. I have to interject. 9Z,
Oh, yeah.
they have been the overtime team
Yes, they have.
historically.
They love playing in a tight, close battle and also coming from behind. But that doesn't mean they're opposed to winning just outright. I will say, though, those first 6 rounds of Inferno should be taken as an anomaly, as an aberration. Because that was not the same 9Z as we have been able to see for the vast majority of this series, as now we sit 5 rounds deep into map 2. That was 9Z with so much rust they couldn't even move a joint. They got cleaned up, they got some grease in there, they got moving, they finally were able to get that one over the line. And now they're on a map they seem to like, they feel comfortable on. And everyone's really showing up early on. BGT 1-1, he hasn't really had to do too much. He's creeping out towards B. David might have an opportunity to add more kills to his tally as Lub's going to cross over. There's a nice headshot from David. And if he gets a couple more, even better for him. Spots up the next. Does he expect the next player in line? He's flipping around wildly. What's his sensitivity, man?
It's the
high sense
flicky
demon?
style. It's the flicky style. It's kind of the Brazil standard, the Brazil star material. Kanji, good 1D in response to actually find something in his team's favor. He'll recover an AK for the following, but 9-0 already keen to hunt. You can tell they have some money saved up in the bank. DGT specifically at 7.3K saved. But they're not going to go for it. 1 AK saved for KNG and a deagle with Kevlar for PDA. Acceptable. They keep 4 alive. They further build this T-side economy. They secure their 5th. Thus far, it hasn't easy going for 9Z. PLANO, for the most part, have been completely absent from the server. Buddha has found his fair share of kills. David as well, and they're shutting down whatever PLANO are trying to do.
They have the op back for KNG, which is something, but nobody else is helping him out.
Something you highlighted on map number 1 at this point, Boggs, at this juncture, was the lack of players showing up for 9Z. It's the exact same situation for PLANO. 2 players yet to get a kill. I think it's the exact same stat line we saw in map number 1.
A little bit of nade damage, but it's not really something you can write home about just yet for PLANO. They haven't been able to get anything significant going in any sort of situation so far in Overpass. Not really even been able to make 9Z sweat, which is the craziest thing. 9Z been able to just do whatever they want for the most part. And everyone individually being able to step up when called upon. Tries solid 4-2 right now. David, of course, doing work. Buddha, Max, and DGT. About 50% kill to death ratio, so, or 1 even, but in terms of like the amount of times they take a fight to get a kill versus they die, even. Solid stuff overall for the 9Z team. And now they have all this A control for no information at all for PLANO. The op's down on B. Or it's in heaven, but still, it's watching B. Might be rotating up towards A now. Yeah, KNG smells a rat, and he's going to come up here towards A. The flash long, but no peek for it. And they're all towards Sands. They're all grouped up here. KNG can't really support long unless he goes for this opening kill against David. He does get it, but there's the trade from Buddha. Down he falls to Pirya, who's looking the wrong direction as DGT shines. It's his turn in the sun. SHZ and Lub rotating up. No kits for either, but there are a couple of kits down, I believe. Still, a terrible situation for PLANO and one which they honestly should be debating a save.
Not even debating at this point. The kits are down where all the players are playing post-plant. It should be a save through and through. And it will be. No picks going their way. No shot in the round. 6th round in a row for 9Z. 3 players surviving again. Try still has the op as well. Everything's going according to plan for 9Z. Highlight as well while we have the time. 0-0 Nation took their map pick of Anubis 1612 over on the other stream. It's ESL CSGO D. They are going to the next newest map in the pool. That is Ancient for a decider.
So they go to a map 3. We await the victor. Timeout used by PLANO. They were very frugal with them on Inferno. I mean, they didn't really have to use it for the first half, although they could have towards the tail end there. But here and now, as we get in towards the later stages of this first half, about the halfway point, 9Z with that 6-0 lead are forcing that timeout out of PLANO. They still retain the op. They still have the M4s. They will not have a defuse kit unless SHZ buys one. Or Descenti, but he will probably opt for utility. KNG buy a kit. KNG buy a kit. Thank you.
Need that kit.
And they have
gone too many times. Okay. Double trouble. 9Z. No problem buying. DGT's crossed that 5-digit threshold as well. 10K in the bank. David, does he have a rifle? There should be an AK on the ground, surely, right? And there's a Glock according to the overlay.
David? Okay,
he
went back to buy one.
It was a tactical wait. He wanted to move a little bit faster. He didn't want the AK clanking on his back.
Yeah. It's the classic Skadoodle never makes mistakes, doesn't buy it. Around play right there.
Exactly. Perfect.
Nice entry, though, from Max.
Yeah, running up alone on an island, finding an opening, and falling away as well. David doubling down, finding a second, far more clean kill as well. That's Descenti, who was a star on map 1. You mentioned it. I think he had over 40 kills in overtime. Yet to find a kill in map number 2. Was it Descenti or was it somebody else?
Descenti at 39. Yeah.
39, and 0 by round 7 in map number 2.
That's a nice one from KNG to bring it back at least somewhat closer. 4v3 now instead of a 5v3. Push on towards B. DGT and Buddha out through Monster. They know somebody's on site, somebody's in pit. SHC drops down, smokes to cover off the angles. DGT will not over-aggress. Wise move. Molotov's flooding into. They get extinguished in the smokes. Flash goes high, but Love can peek. Love, he spots out the legs of one, and he sprays for more, and he's grabbed a pair. SHC has Buddha on a platter. DGT to a 2v1. He's got to get 2 more kills here. Bomb on the ground. SHZ looking the wrong way. Gets caught, and DGT should know where the last is by virtue of that flash. He's clear and short. He spotted out the op of KNG. Bomb not picked up yet for DGT. Now he has it. Molotov onto the site. DGT will stick that and probably drop into pit. He grabs it, he burns, he drops off the side with 5 HP. Sidearm out for KNG. All he needs is 1 shot. DGT, will he catch the timing? Will he catch KNG off guard? Blindsided by the Opera of Oplano, and they finally strike for a round. It's the Op hero play, but it comes down to the sidearm in the end. KNG will survive, and 9Z narrowly off of a 7th. But Oplano, they finally cracked open the goose egg. They can buy up around this. They're going to have 5... Oh, okay. Love will go for an MP9. They could have had 5 rifles if they really wanted to.
Definitely could have. The first round is always the hardest as well, so good to get that on the board. And still a recoverable half, all things considered. MP9, FAMAS, 2 M4s, and an op. The issue is everybody has to reinvest. And that means they are ripe for a reset. Unless they can win 2 in a row. 9Z know this. They've gone for the 4AK and off by KNG. An uncharacteristic miss on the cross. And that is punished. Good shot from Max. Will the Descenti be expected? No. He's going to bail his team out. He's going to come alive. That's his first 2 kills of the game. Those are 2 critical ones at that. Triples down even as he finds the 3rd David over towards long. He drops the bomb and gets so much information.
Oh, no.
Buddha misses the shot as well. The op's recovered, tags him down. The USP's out. Op coming back through. It's a shotgun op finding a 4th, not the 5th. But DGT, what can he do? What recourse does he have? He's found the 1st kill, but he needs 3 more, and he has no idea where these players are.
He knows Descenti was last spotted in towards Divider, somewhere bathrooms. He does not know where the other 2 lie. He's working his way up long. Very precarious situation for DGT. At this point, it's do damage. That's his goal. Damage.
Free sight, though.
It is free, but does he even plant the right angle? Because if he plants for bathrooms, he's dead. He's got a free kill. Now he's going to plant bathrooms. He's got this, but does he catch SHZ before SHG sprints up? No, he doesn't. Barely gets the bomb down. Op will be recovered.
It's expensive. Bomb plant. You know what? Good enough. He did his job, and he did it well. Shut down aggressive player from Oplano. That was Descenti. Got a 2nd. Got the bomb plant. Not terrible. And of course, with the coffers built up for 9Z, they can easily go for a reinvestment. They're kind of reaching the end of the rope on a couple players. Buddha and David specifically. But they have at least a round or two more to work with, depending on the bomb plant.
Last buy, realistically speaking, for 9Z, though. They don't really have much residual cash now. Their utility, already kind of light. PLANO, starting to come alive, all by virtue of their opper. KNG, the captain, is picking up the pace. That's what you need on the CT side, on Overpass in general. You need that op to be a menace, to find you success. Descenti with that 4K, of course, the hero of the last round, but it's the op that even put them in a position to be able to succeed in that round. Utility flying around now for 9Zs. They're looking to scale forward at least a little bit on a default, but a B-heavy default from the T side.
It is. Question for us was, would it be a playground more so for Try or KNG? And thus far, it has been the KNG server. 10 kills, as you mentioned, dominating for his team. He's the one getting them back into it, as is Descenti. It's going to be a pop towards B. Love not flash. It doesn't matter. He loses the duel. Good flash in response, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't win that one either. It's another Love, and it leaves just BDI alone on the site on an island. KNG has rotated in. He'll catch players on the cross, but only one at that. 3 versus 2. The up of KNG misses the quick scope. And that leaves just Descenti. He had a monstrous 4K in the round prior to shut it down before it began. But so far removed from the situation, what can he do? At this point, it should be a save of the M4, and it will be. 9Z back in the winner's column. 7-2. As you mentioned, honestly, 7 might be all they need.
Theoretically, it's all they need. Everything else from this point forward is just little icing on the cake. Which is a weird expression because not all cakes get icing.
And you say a little icing. It's a lot of icing potentially on the table here. It could be, it'll be 7, and they have the opportunity to win 6 more.
Yeah. Although I think a 13-2 is a bit of a stretch.
It is a bit of a stretch, but it's the opportunity to have a full extra box of frosting. It's not just a little bit extra on top. It's like I have an extra cake's worth of frosting sitting here ready and as an opportunity. So,
what's the buy going to be like, too, for PLANO? Honestly, this is timeout territory for PLANO, I think.
Another timeout. We know how frugal they'd be with him, or they've been with him, I should say.
They lost that round because they just didn't hit shots.
Looking flustered and looking like uncomfortable was the best term. They had the idea, but they didn't have like the comfortability. They were just looking in the wrong direction, not putting their crosshairs in the right spot. EGT in towards water, finds one, looking for a second. He's a little bit laser focused though. There we go, turns around at the right time, finds one in response. Lub, the saved rifle in hand. Actually, he invested, excuse me.
Yeah.
PLANO definitely need a timeout now. They're on different pages from one another. Everybody saved except for Lub.
Maybe it was a hero call? Hero rifle?
Hero rifles you do when you have like 1,400 left in the bank, not when you have nothing left in the bank.
Yeah.
It's $0. It's very clear that something's disconnecting on the side. What a good flick from Try as well. He hasn't had a loud map, but his map hasn't been quiet either. He's been doing his job. He just hasn't been an outstanding star that you would hope.
Just the Deagle blaze. And he'll try and go down in a blaze of glory. Don't think there's much more he can find. 9Z being very careful about this, though, because, I mean, they saw the rifle, the M4. Maybe they're thinking, oh, okay, maybe they have a little bit more than just some pistols. More importantly, KNG is also the only player in this round who did not have armor. So, we'll see. Also, I'm wondering if Love hit a buy bind, and that's why he bought the armor and rifle, instead of just going for, like, a armor pistol buy.
That's why I'm anti-buy bind.
I also am anti-buy bind, because there's so many different situations, too, where you need to buy around your situation that it calls for. You can't just have a one-size-fits-all thing.
There's a shortcut. It's wrong. Okay, guys?
Yep.
We've learned it. The buy bind, the control click to drop guns. If there's a shortcut, it's wrong. Don't do it.
Do it the long way.
Do it the long way. Do it the old way,
We
okay?
sound like old men.
I was gonna say, we walked uphill both ways to school back in our day, okay? We're technically
In the
Zoomers.
snow.
Yeah, in the snow, both ways. Somehow it got colder on the way back, too, in the afternoon.
I mean, that's not uncommon if it's winter and the sun goes down like 3.
That's true. We were in Alaska. There was
Yeah,
actually
we were
no
in
sun at
Finland.
all. That would be preferable, I'd say, yeah.
What?
Where did that come from?
David?
That was a jump scare and a half. That was a jump scare and a half. What was that?
Yeah. Shoots his own teammate in the head, because why not? 8 rounds on T-side overpass. I guess he can get a little loosey-goosey. But Piria with a not free kill. Oh my gosh, he lost the fight. He lost that fight.
Lost that fight outright.
How?
No change in the I don't know. 9Z have a... Talked about this before. It seems like they can do no wrong. Like a protagonist buff, if you will.
Plot armor.
Yeah, plot armor. There we go. It really does feel like that. KNG has the upper hand, though. He has been the monster for his team that they need, and we'll have to find more than that in this round if they want to recover it. 4 players from 9Z grouping up. Good timing for Lub. Drops David over towards short. 9Z now being slowly pieced apart. Try on the op's gonna try to entry. Issue is Buddha. He's on only 6, excuse me. And well, never mind. All 3 players fall without so much of a whimper. It is a third for PLANO. They do recover. The question is, can they secure multiple rounds in a row? That is a big question from us. If they can't, they could get reset very quickly. They could end up in a very similar spot to the last round.
Yeah, it's a big win for them to find, but it's also a round that probably won't be repeated again. Particularly Max taking a ding from his teammate in the early going.
Oh, just
Softening
goofy.
things up. Yeah. Smoke down, pushed through. KNG's got to be careful. Dodges the flash, but he's looking the wrong direction. Can get caught from a party player. Flicks around at the right time, but he misses the opportunities. And Max will not. Actually, Max gets Piria. Not KNG. But still, opening pick found towards A. That's going to throw things into chaos. And Decenti is still probing deep in con. This is really risky. Buddha's got the angle. And the kill.
Being down to 1, but you know what? He gets the job done.
2 for none
now-
trades.
Up against the low HP player. It was an opportunity, the best opportunity Max could have, but doesn't expect KNG to be so close. It's the second time KNG has missed their early peak over there. Up and around. Bogdan's on effect for Buddha now. Still a man advantage for 9Z as they rotate towards B. Lub flashes a little bit too early. Could have gotten so much information there. Now instead, DGT immediately takes the space in response, and this could be a timing that PLANO are not expecting. Oh, DGT a little bit early on the trigger press. Does not get punished for it, though. He does recover, finding the kill. Question is, will they expect Lub here? They'll have to clear him. Try goes for it. Lub, though, wins the duel. Buddha drops KNG. That leaves Lub behind enemy lines in a 1v3. Finds the first, but nothing more. David gets the trade. And again, 9Z quickly clapping back. 1 round away now from double digits. And again, still a lot of rounds left, potentially, to make this an irrecoverable one for PLANO. They could still get 12 9Z.
They could still get 12. It would be a statement of a half, and more importantly, it would be almost unrecoverable for PLANO. So it's a good use of a timeout here. So they can talk things over, try and get back in the win column somehow or other.
Still feels late, though. Still feels late.
It does. And the thing is, it's because they're on the CT side. If they're on the T side, okay, it's not the end of the world. Losing 9 rounds on the CT side of Overpass is incredibly hard to overcome. And this buy is even weirder. An op, 2 M4s, 2 Deagles, but they lack something that's kind of important on a round like this.
Box's favorite.
No defuse kit.
I say it with us, everybody. It's the defuse kit. Lacked all too often in this hemisphere. Side of the world, North America and South America alike.
Yep.
Both sides. Forget the kit.
The new world, I guess we can call it.
Yeah, that would work. The walking con again. He's had good success here. Nearly caught with the Molotov in hand. He will get away. Senti's gonna go forward though. He'll win the duel as well. He takes a lot of damage for it, and now he's stuck. But he can at least buy time. It would be big. Running down connector tries gonna clear him out. That's a good kill. Max finds a second on the Lub, walking on short. That's both the rifles dropped, Boggs.
Yeah,
one of them totally irrecoverable, and the second one might be recovered here by SHZ, but that's That's two players you cannot afford to lose in that kind of situation.
Really clean entries, too, by 9Z. Try with that first, the trade onto Descenti, then Max backing him up, watching his short angle. That's really good team play. That's something we've seen from 9Z. We didn't get to see in the first few rounds of Inferno, but as time has worn on, we've been able to see a lot more of that kind of a play from 9Z. It's been really good to watch them play. Almost looking like they did back at the Road to Rio. So long ago now. And they are trying to qualify for another tournament in Brazil. So there is that. But, man, PLANO are just looking outclassed on map 2. Almost like they did at the tail end of map 1. Brilliant shot from DGT, but a miss from KNG enables that. SHZ around the corner, and DGT sends him down with the monsters. Piria, the last one standing. And what is he going to do? Probably not much.
Might get a rifle and con. Spotted, though, or he can cross. Or was that, I think it was 2 rifles deep connector. Would have been a nice opportunity, but no. Not possible. 10-3. And they forced in that round prior. That means they should be on a save here and now. And that means 9Z should have 11. And given PLANO's history on this map on the T side, it's not looking good.
The mental seems to be boomed for PLANO. It's not there. They're so far gone mentally now. 9Z, such a smooth road to victory with this 10-round scoreline on T-side Overpass. They can now go to the stronger side. A side which Try can be even more impactful on. DGT's about to get a farm here. 2 walk through the smoke, and he does grab both and half damage onto a third.
Okay.
KNG's getting digged through tree. Oh, man, they're just expecting everything, and this isn't a round you could really expect PLANO to do much from anyways.
No, can't hurt much, but hope for at least a 1 dig or 2 to build some confidence. You know, make something out of nothing.
Oh, Nate, would you like some Overpass stats for the 1 map 9Z played?
Sure. It was against 9, right? It was against like a really good team.
Polish squad.
Are they just outside or just within the top 20? Like an absurd squad?
I think they're towards top 30 right now.
Check. I'm gonna do.
Woo!
That's a good shot. Sandy.
Where's
That's what
that
I wanted
been
to
all
see.
game?
Number 24 for 9.
Okay.
It was 14-16. I know that.
Yep. It was a loss for 9Z, but I mean, that's close.
It's close against a team
in the top 30.
Yeah. It's like, sure, 60 placements separate these two teams, 9Z and PLANO. 40 separate the 9Z and 9.
Yeah. So
it's a big jump.
The T side for 9Z, 40%.
Less than ideal, but still more than enough at this point. And it's against a team of just completely
Nate, that was their T side.
Yeah, 40% on the T. Oh wait, they're on the T side right now. I'm dumb.
Yes.
Oh my.
Lions and Tigers and Bears.
Oh my. It's like a
and
60% or dang near. Yep, Descenti goes down. Sent to descend into the underworld. And just 1 round left in this first half. 9Z. This is their worst side. And they're still looking down the barrel of 12.
Looking down the barrel of 12, and the way the momentum has swung into the favor of 9Z, you have to assume it's coming. They're doing everything right. PLANO can do nothing to stop it. They do have a kit, so there is something. They do have a decent amount of utility, all things considered as well. But PLANO are getting demolished. They're getting systematically destroyed. And the thing is, too, this tournament, there's only 1 spot for IEM Brazil. It's a double elimination. So PLANO lose this, they lose the next, they could be done today. They might not even get to fight tomorrow.
Pressure would be on in that lower bracket as well.
Mm-hmm. Because it's either Fluxo or 0-0 Nation.
Yeah. I don't want a tough team ahead. You mentioned PLANO are the lowest seed in this one. I also want to highlight, we talked about this being an Opera's playground, and it has been for KNG. He's been the only shining star for the CT side. I say that 3 kills go their way unanswered. 4th player spotted. PDF finds that. It's a flawless one. I'll go ahead and recap my point after the break, but PLANO, they're looking good. We'll see if they can continue in the second half.
can't explain. I can't explain it. I go insane when we get naked. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show me love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Don't give up on us, don't give up on love. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me in, I want you to show me love.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. PLANO stem the bleeding in the final round of the first half. They stymie the free fall, but they're still at a very low level, down 4-11. I'm Pineapple Phillips, joined by Boggs, and well, I was going to highlight it at the end of the half, but the round ended in the blink of an eye. I want to talk about this map being an Opera's playground. KNG, the star of PLANO, the only one keeping them in it at 14 kills. Try the bottom of the scoreboard for 9Z. Hasn't had to do much. He has done his job, but everybody else is doing more than enough as well. DGT specifically, 17 kills in the first half on the T side for 9Z. And just given the scoreline, it seems like PLANO are already out of this opening series in the IEM Brazil 2023 qualifier.
Well, they're not out of the qualifier entirely, even if they lose this one, but they have lost pity on the early going. Buddha with the finishing taps away through the smoke. He's dropped down. He does have that kit. Bomb planted, though, for PLANO. That's a big thing to get down, at least for the second round. Even if you lose it, you can still buy up significantly. KNG gets kneecapped, but Lub has eliminated Buddha and swaps over to a USB. Runs all the way into heaven, and he gets sent down to the nether realm. Try with 2. SHZ up on site, last man alive. Taps away for 1, sprays for more, but he can only get that first. Defuse will come through. No kit picked up. It is down somewhere in towards Underpass, and Try's going to go grab it. 9Z value the defuse kit. If there's something to learn, that's one thing to pick up. 12 rounds for them, but they will have to contend with the full force, though, from PLANO. AKs, Galils. It'll be strong.
It'll be strong. 12-4 at this point. PLANO have to go for it. They're running out of room. They're so far down that they have to put their foot down now if they want to stand a chance. Trailing by 8. Those of you that wanted the quick maths. 3 Galils and 2 Deagles. It is an astute buy that can really go toe-to-toe with the A1Ss and the FAMASs. 9Z, though, already showing us very astute CT side setups. The press down connector, the 2-man setup, waiting for the press in the underpass, as you mentioned. It just looks so good from 9Z already that I don't know if PLANO have a way to counter it.
We'll see if they can. It won't be easy, that's for sure. PLANO struggling, heavily struggling here on the second map. With nothing really looking like they're going to have a way back into it. That's the worst part. 4 players training out. They've made noise. But, no, I don't think David heard it. I think he was too far away. Buddha's watching. No, they're both watching Monster, but he spots out Lub. And he gets the damage done. Not a kill, but he does some damage on the tag. Nade comes through. Well done. And DGT can now add more to his tally. Up to 21 kills before Descenti can descend to his killing rampage. Caught off guard by David. Try was there as well. The con flanks in from Max. And SHZ down to the grave. 13-4. 9Z on top. And that was the force buy from PLANO. After the bomb plant on pistol, they get obliterated. And it seems that CT side is going to be much of the same over the course of Overpass. 9Z with a flourishing finish.
Definitely seems like it. No, PLANO, don't even get the bomb plant. As such, they're going to have to give away 14 without too much fuss. They're going to invest into deagles across the board. It actually puts them quite low. Descenti specifically, with the Kevlar down to 1,400. Have to really rely on that loss bonus and potentially a kill as well to supplement the income. The A1S in towards water. DGT's feeling it. We talked about it. He had a stellar first half. He's having a stellar start to the second. 2 kills already. SHZ shuts him down with a nice 1 dig short, but the MP9's there to trade in kind. KNG and Descenti actually making it interesting. A kill apiece. Try and Buddha both going down. Makes it all the more doable. And Descenti yet another. Somehow 9Z's aggression has finally been called out. We haven't seen it called out pretty much at all in this series, and it finally has been. The issue is PLANO still only have deagles. They did not recover the rifles. And so they'll have to play this 2 versus 1 very well to shut down Max. With that said, though, they do have the read. They are going towards A. Max isn't moving. He's just holding in towards connector, hoping for someone to make a play.
The post plant will be tough. The retake will be very tough for him. He has no kit. And I don't know if there's one down anywhere near him. The only thing he has going for him is the fact KNG has no armor, and Descenti is low. Max does have a kit now, and he does have a smoke. The nade can take out Descenti or seriously wound KNG. And they're doubling up in bank. If he sends that bank, he might get 1 plus a lot of damage. It's planted for bank. That smoke could be critical for him to play around as well.
Descenti's on 40. He's on with Kevlar.
Yeah.
If he gets it close up to KNG, KNG just goes down with it.
Time. He's got to make a play now. Smoke. Nade. Do it. Smoke on the bomb. Nade goes into KNG.
It's good.
That's on, but he goes too far. Max off the bomb. That's time. That's it. That's gone. 5th round of the board for PLANO. They find a way to stay alive. KNG, will he survive? No.
They both don't. Neither survives.
Unlucky.
Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth. It's very unlucky. That Kevlar would have been huge to bring into the following, as would the loss. But you know what? They had the loss. They had a little bit of money in the bank. I guess it was a safe, huh? 1,500 was the lowest amount in the bank, so they can go for a full investment still. KNG lacking utility, but he has the op. 9Z, though, can cobble together another very astute buy as well. 2 M4s, an op, 2 MP9s. Given 9Z's plethora of strategies, still have a very solid shot. Honestly, the last round, the one that PLANO won, was not a round that PLANO played to perfection. It was a round that 9Z got too complacent in.
Overconfidence. Pride cometh before the fall. It definitely did in that round for 9Z. They'll have to play a little more reserved now, a little more to their own actual style. Proper Counter-Strike. Max might get lucky. No, Lub runs him down. No utility really left for 9Z. No kits either. It's going to be a rough one, especially if the op doesn't even get to factor into this round. Probably try and save that into the next round if this goes down on B. But it looks like it's going to be an A end from PLANO. Starting to take more control that away. 1 out long, 3, 4 grouping up towards that Sands, bathrooms, lane take. Try that lone man here on A. Going for an A long probe perhaps. Jump spots dice. He's got to stick around for some sort of fight. He can't just keep moving around. He's got to take a position with that sniper.
Try. Trying to post on long. That flash will kind of give it away. Doesn't see it, but he knows where it pops. That's the most important factor. Issue is the majority of this take is coming in from Sands' side. David, good block on the smoke. Peeking in, is blinded and taken down. DGT up close. This is the one and done spot. He needs the support. David finds a second. Good trade and answer. It brings it to an even footing. DGT, timing's everything here, and he doesn't have it. Descenti takes him down. It's just Buddha. He's a very solid flank, but only an MP9 to pull off the clutch. 1 versus 2. With KNG hitting shots as he is, this is going to be a very difficult one for the SMG.
And KNG's on the angle too. He's dinked, but he gets the kill. If KNG didn't have a helmet, Buddha might have had the chance. I think he hit 2 of those headshots. And 9Z tend to be a lot more liberal in their usage of timeouts. They're going to call it here. It's not going to be a full buy round, but I don't disagree with it because they could have used it last round. I think it's going to be more of a, hey, we should not be getting overextended. We should not be getting caught out by PLANO. We only need 3 more rounds. Take it slow, take it steady, 1 round at a time, 1 play at a time. Play together, play our game. That's the speech.
Much more prudent with their timeout timings, I will say.
Yeah.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think Oplano talked about it. We kind of criticized and lambasted them for their late timeouts in the first half. 9Z, we'll criticize them here. They called it right before a save. Not the best of times to do so, but if you use the save round as like an extended tack pause where you just continue to talk things out, maybe it works.
They are stacking towards B, all 5 here. Plano doing their due diligence, defaulting around, clearing out angles. Not wanting to get caught off guard by the pistols. That, of course, is the worst case scenario. They peek into water. There's a nice opening kill from SHZ. Love will chime in as well with make it 2. A brace for both. All down to try. Nothing he can really do in this one. Take some fall damage, actually. And he'll just look for some sort of consolation frag.
You are tagged. It is possible. It is possible. Don't say not likely, okay? Don't curse it. No damage done. Flawless round. Good confidence builder for Oplano. 9Z just need 3 more to get over the line. We're on the cusp of being able to buy. They might go for a half instead. Second tactical pause used. That's 2 rounds in a row. And normally I would say tactical pause into a buy, as I mentioned before, but given the economy, I'd say maybe a half buy instead is more applicable here.
9Z disagree. Although I do agree with you. I think a half buy would have been a little more prudent given the fact they have some rounds to play with. Why just rush into this when you could save a little bit longer, do a little more damage, and then get your op up, maybe even a double op setup if you really wanted to. Something to really stick it to Oplano. They put themselves in a must-win situation. They don't have a kit. 9Z, I do not agree with this. I do not like this one bit. No kit, no op, 3 flashbangs, that's it?
It's difficult. I have to do something different. Max getting aggressive over towards A. He's on an island. He's alone towards A. Get some spots, get some information, and get away as well. A lot hinges on this opening duel. A lot hinges on it. 2 players running it down. Max hears it. Is he ready? Jump spot comes. Good kill on the first, not the second. Descenti, good trade. 9Z, really the best they could have asked there, given the fact that it was 1 player all by his lonesome.
It's going to slow the round down. Pidia clearing up through Khan. Not going to find anything. Well, that is information in and of itself, but they're going to take that information and split down towards B. KNG hoping for a rotation, somebody to push through, and they're going to leave Descenti to work up long. Although he will back away. Interesting play here. A smoke and a flash going out towards long A. Try will see that, but it's 3 stack on B. Try has seen nothing besides that utility. And Pidia is about to get caught. Buddha with that first. Actually, Pidia does the catching. He bags 2. It's all down to DGT here. He's been a monster and a menace. 25 kills, makes it 26. Looking for more as KNG tries to clear up. Try has joined the party. Descenti coming the long way round. Has the molly, has the flash, and that's what you need. Flash into sight, get that bomb down, start the timer, start the round, actually starting. 1 flash in from KNG. Actually, it's going to be his flash that starts it off. DGT blinded. KNG, another uncharacteristic miss. Try stuck in heaven, but he's domed by Descenti. 10 seconds. Bomb goes down. Nade available. Will not toss it in. DGT scoped in on, and KNG with the last. Plano, another strike back, and 9Z struggling here as they need to get this one over the line. They have won a grand total of 2 rounds on the CT side. Versus Oplano's now 4. That's not good enough for 9Z. And if you take away the pistol, this would be a tie ball game.
Yeah. 11-4 to 13-8. I don't think anybody expected this to be a T-setted map, yet here we stand. Both teams finding more success there.
Much like Inferno.
Very much like Inferno. Kind of upending our expectations. Aggressive from Oplano, getting water control immediately. It would behoove them to slow down, though. It's pistols. They will come flooding into the choke point. Nice crossfire for Love and go. 3 for him before he finally falls. PDS here to pick up the slack, as is Descenti, excuse me. 9 to 13, an expected victory there for Oplano. At this point, their coffers are full, as you can tell. 8K for KNG, 10 for Descenti. A little bit lower for Lub SHZ. They both have been falling rather often, but still enough to get another buy if required. 9Z, another crack at it. The Oppen tries hands. If he comes alive, then he could very well close it out. But as it stands, it is KNG being the dominant factor with the big green gun.
Try needs to get activated. He was such an impactful player for 9Z on Inferno, especially on the CT side. 9Z need that again. It's been the DGT show. He needs support. Did David get a sound cue? No. The flash is going to clue him in, though. David sprays away. He's transferring for more, but actually it's Buddha to get both of those, making a hat trick, and he's going to go for more. Grabs the quad as Max finishes off KNG on the flank, and 9Z will finally get a gun round on the board, and it's Buddha, another player who would look to just stick up and stand up for 9Z. No Plano. They have money again, but they don't have many rounds to lose. 14 on the board for 9Z, 2 away from a 2-0 victory.
2 away from a 2-0. Looking good. Knocking on the door of it. That was a very convincing shutdown in the round prior. Plano understandably going to shift gears immensely, and 9Z, it appears they're reading it. They have a player con, a player in towards bathrooms, and a player up close on party. Try taking contact, certainly pull away from any clearing of Max, and this is a very potent setup for this CT side. I say that, though, Max kind of shows his cards a little too early. Caught by Descenti, and now DGT and Con is stuck by his lonesome. He did. He'll find SHZ, and that's a big one to find. Try now with the op, misses the opportunity, and gets away at the very least. Tagged down to 8, but you know what? At least he survives.
Try around the corner in bathrooms. Probably a one and done given his health, but he does have rotations coming up to support. DGT, one of those. Try. What can he do? He's got DGT coming in, but Descenti is going to make it by him. They know where he is, and DGT will trade. 3v3, 2 players coming up long. Health about equivalent across both sides. PDA looking for a pick. He's on lane. KNG going to retreat back towards divider side. DGT might get the drop on him. He's low HP. KNG spotted. Molotov out. DGT backs away. David with a messy fight onto Piria. Lub 1 HP. KNG with that first. Both players low. Combined 65 HP. And if Lub can find one, makes life so easy for his comrade. Buddha looking back and forth, blinded, but KNG falls, all down to 1 HP Lub, but he only needs 2 shots on Buddha. It's going to come down to luck and timing. Buddha around, does he peek it right? He does! 9Z match point, 6 of them to be exact. But that was way too close for comfort. Oh, Plano. They're close, but they haven't gotten it across the line.
And not Buddha, given a massive opportunity away there. Very nearly a 1v2 clutch for the player long. I think Buddha saw him. I think the flash blindness went away where that player killed his comrade. So, yeah, a little bit jumpy perhaps, but you know what? Playing the 1 versus 1 well, playing the timing, etc., peeking out, knowing he's low. Very well done from 9Z at the very least to recover it. 15-9. Doesn't have to be the cleanest. It just has to be one of the next 6. And 9Z will take the series.
It did take 9Z a long time to be able to take that first map. They had 4 map points in regulation, and then another 2. It took them 6 to get the victory on Inferno. They have 6 tries here in regulation. But of course, they want to do it here and now. SHZ on a Deagle. Galil on Lub. AK's on 2. KNG with the op. Minimal utility for the T side. Full buy for 9Z, although Max will lack utility. DGT. Smoke will guys off the vision, but will he spam the right timing? He goes a little early. He does a tiny bit of damage on the Lub. But that could have been a lot more worse for wear. No, never mind. Now there it gets bad. DGT with the spam through the wall. He might even go back for more. He does. Won't get the kill.
Oh, Smoke and ahead. Through all 3. A little bit of luck to find the opening. Good jump spot. Spots the opper.
9Z can just wait this out. They know everything they need.
A minute left as well. No plan, I don't have to do it all. I don't have a lot of time to do it. Bomb is still dropped. Maybe towards connector, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe in towards water. KNG has to be the opener here if they want a shot. He has to find one player showing shoulder for information. If not, it's going to be a 9Z 16th.
Buddha's so far advanced through Monster, too. He can catch Pidia as soon as that smoke fades. Pidia beginning to move. Buddha there. The spray does catch one. Only one. David able to get out of there alive. SHZ with the trade. Pushing in 3v3. Try on site. DGT tagged low. Op is close. Op catches one, but Try and DGT fall. All down to Max now. Bomb going down. They should have an idea where he is. He spots at the one, but he has no. There's another on site. They double swing him, and they will stick around a little bit longer. Oh, Plano will not go quietly into the night. They will not vanish without a fight. Will they live on and survive the long way to map 3, though, is the better question. At least for what we know right now, 9Z will not be investing fully into this round.
Shouldn't be. They still have rounds to work with. Don't press the issue. Wait till you have the capital to do so. No Plano. Their economy is close to being broken as well. If 9Z can make this expensive, it might keep Oplano from getting the op. They don't have it in this one. KNG is stuck on a different rifle. Stuck on the Galil of all things as well.
3 Galils in this round.
Clearly, they will act as AKs. One-shot headshot. This one.
Yeah. No armor at all on 9Z, so the Galil will be an easy farm. I mean, it's not a bad gun. It's better than the FAMAS for crying out loud. Look at that. 2 Galil kills right there. And for 1,800 bucks, the Galil's a really good bang for your buck. Don't lose too many players here, Oplano. 1 kill for DGT. It's not going to be too shabby. Buddha on the flank. David finds a second. This might get a little messy now. Oplano not out of the economic woods just yet. And the flank from Buddha will find nothing. DGT looking for more. Only 2. Still, 2 kills. Not bad at all for 9Z.
And one of those Galils was not upgraded.
Yep.
But unfortunate. No op either. It's going to be 5 AKs. Do the heavy lifting. I can respect it, but it gives Try a little bit more agency to find an opening.
He's been quiet here, though.
He has been. He had 6 kills at the end of the first half. He's had 5 more here in the second.
And you would expect more on CT side.
Opper's Playground. DGT, though, singing his praises. 31 kills for him thus far in this map. We're only on round 27.
That timing. Try gets very unlucky. Max is dead to rights, whether it's from con or from water. It's just a matter of where he dies from. Oh, he catches the gun, bro. He still dies to SHZ. SHZ's been solid. KNG creeping up towards the B site. DGT and David there. DGT gets caught on the cross, and KNG capitalizes. David will not spray down early. Goes for more. Pidia takes him down to 50 HP. Pidia gets aggressed on by Buddha. David, however, goes 1 for 1. 2v3. Bomb not yet down, but a lot of time for Oplano. The bomb so far removed. They don't have to go for it. Try. Big kill onto KNG. Brings it to a level footing. Decenti might just get caught by Try as well. He's creeping around, and Try scoped on him. All to SHZ
Huge.
now, and he's got half his health and 2 players to find.
Time for Try to come alive. We talked about it. He's been quiet in this second half. He's quiet in the first half as well, but 2 massive kills on what could be the last round of this series. Buddha's grouping up with his teammate. Bomb is going towards B, though. It's going to be a retake, but at least it'll be a retake together. Not 2 one-on-ones.
Never want to give those 2 1v1s up. Makes it so much easier to win if you are that player in the 1vx. He's got to make a move, though. He's got no time. There we go. And they're both going to go towards Con Water. I like this rotation around from 9Z. The logical assumption would be, yeah, they're probably going to go Heaven. And if you don't see anybody there, you're going to be expecting Monster. SAG's made a really good repost, though. He might just get behind him. He might have this.
Perfectly played. The question is, will 9Z respect this possibility? They clear out Monster. They know it has to be. Peeking out, SHC finds the first, smoking the bomb. Try now 1v1, swinging around. He does find the kill. Does he have the time as well? Yes, he has the kit. It is going to be 9Z taking their map pick, sweeping the series, and what a remarkable return to form, all things considered. Map number 1 started off as a dud, down 0-6. They come back. It requires 2 sets of overtime, but they get the job done. Map number 2, though, is a different story. They start running out the gates when the first half dominantly, stumble a bit in the second, but still do close it out in regulation. A nice, clean 2-0 victory for the team that you would expect to be advantaged in this one.
You would expect them to be the favorites, 9Z, but they still